Gamers, TWIG episode 4. Let's do this. Okay gamers, so the big news for the week is that Forza Horizon 5, that Xbox staple, is coming to the PS5 this spring. No official word on when the game will launch, but the fact that Forza, one of the three main pillars of the Xbox brand, is coming over to PS5, wow. The game will have feature parity with the Xbox and PC counterparts and include all updates thus far. There is also free content coming to all platforms called Horizon Realms. But yeah, gamers, this is massive news. Not only is this the most clearest indication that there are no red lines, as Phil Spencer and Xbox keep saying, but this definitely opens the door for Gears and Halo to make their way to the PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch too. Honestly, this is great news for PlayStation gamers because Forza is a fantastic game and there isn't really anything like this on the PlayStation. So yeah, PlayStation gamers, if you haven't had the opportunity to play Forza, I highly recommend it. Hopefully Xbox will offer some form of trial or demo so that PlayStation gamers can sink their teeth into it. The oddest thing about this is that now the PlayStation console is the definitive platform for racing games. Well, almost. If the mainline Forza series makes its way to PlayStation as well, then yeah, PlayStation is where it's at for our racing game lovers. Now, sticking with the theme of Xbox games making their way to PlayStation, it has been announced that 2 of the Xbox Developer Direct games recently shown will have PS5 Pro enhancements. That is Doom: The Dark Ages and Clair Obscur 33. Again, this is now an odd one because we now have the best console to play Xbox games being a PlayStation console. I think this is a fair trade-off from both the developers and the gamers' end. From the developers' end, they get to give us the game they wanted to, always on console. As in, this is a lot closer to their true intent, their true vision of their art. And from the gamer's point of view, we get the best version of the game. Well, the PlayStation gamer's point of view. But yeah, what an odd world we live in, where the best place to play Xbox games is on a PlayStation console. Next up, and this is for my No Man's Sky lovers, No Man's Sky has received a tremendously huge update. Now, I've not yet played No Man's Sky, but the fact that they keep producing free content for this game is astounding. The game initially launched on the PS4, broken, but then the developers have worked to make it such a fantastic game, or so I've heard. Not only that, but they provided updates for the PSVR 1, the PS5, and now the PSVR 2. And yeah, they just keep producing content. But gamers, let me know if this is one that I should try and play. That backlog just seems to get bigger and bigger every single day. Next up, let's talk about Spider-Man 2. Specifically on Steam. It looks like our Steam gamers are not happy with the port for PC, and that's because the game is ridden with bugs and technical issues. Now, I would like to say this is a rare occurrence for PlayStation games, but it just seems to be hit and miss in terms of these type of things. Don't get me wrong, Spider-Man 2 is a fantastic game and should be experienced by as many players out there, but to have it delivered in such a bad package does so much injustice to Insomniac and people that love that game. Currently, user reviews are sat at mixed on Steam, and I really hope PlayStation can work to resolve these issues, because yeah, this is a great game and it should have been delivered in a much better package. Speaking of being delivered in a much better package, it looks like Assassin's Creed Shadows will be delivered in a slightly cut up package for Japan, and by that I mean certain aspects of the game will be censored. And no, it's not what you think. It has nothing to do with the controversy surrounding this game, but yeah, certain graphic content will be censored for the Japanese version of the game. This isn't the first time that a game has been censored like this, and I suspect it won't be the last. But yeah, I really hope that the part that is censored in Japan doesn't account for a massive portion of the game, or a significant portion of the game. Now, we've spoken about Xbox games making their way to PlayStation. Now let's talk about the reverse. PlayStation games making their way to Xbox. Now, for the last 3 or 4 years or so, MLB The Show has been a multi-platform game produced by PlayStation that has found its way onto Xbox Game Pass day and date. Now, with MLB The Show 25, things are a bit different. First off, there is no last gen version of the game, kinda. So the game skips the PS4 and the Xbox One, but still finds its way onto the Nintendo Switch. I suspect that there will also be a version for the Nintendo Switch too. But the big headline here is that MLB The Show 25 will not come to Game Pass day and date. In fact, the studio has highlighted that it will not be on any subscription service for the first year. Now, I don't know if this will be a bummer to many Xbox Game Pass gamers out there, but yeah, it's just one less game that will be coming to a really, really fantastic service. I've never personally been interested in baseball, and therefore I've never really played any of these games. But gamers, if these are good, let other gamers know. And yeah, we can expand their backlogs as well. Now, the last news topic for today, and that is that PlayStation are trying to incentivize PC gamers to sign in with their PlayStation account or create a PSN account with incentives. So far, these incentives stretch to 4 games: God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and the game we've already spoken about, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Essentially, these incentives extend to just additional points within the game or certain collectibles or pieces of armor. So nothing huge, nothing game-changing, but still a bonus. Outside of that, you do get things like your friends list and trophy support. But yeah, with PlayStation easing up on the requirement for a PSN account to play their games on PC, this seems like a better strategy, and hopefully it works out for them. But with the news done, here is our question for the week. Is it strange that the best console to play up-and-coming Xbox games is now a PlayStation console? But yeah, gamers, thank you all for all the support. And as always, gamers, happy gaming.